How does Mikel Arteta win again and again, game after game, match after match, season after season? Now you may be thinking, okay, he hasn't actually won a tournament with his own side, his own team yet, but he keeps on winning, keeps on coming second, gets to semi-finals. We're always there and thereabouts. When Liverpool won the Premier League last season, Arsenal were there and thereabouts. When City won it previously, Arsenal have been in the two-horse race. No other club has kept up with the winning side in the Premier League since Mikel Arteta has taken over. So how does he keep on winning? How does Mikel Arteta do this? We have to look at a reason from an old Chinese saying. When the master is ready, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. When the student's ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Now I'm thinking that Pep Guardiola was the teacher, Mikel Arteta was the student, and now we're seeing that the student is now ready. He has taken in all the information, all the knowledge that Pep passed on to him because he was his understudy. He's learned a lot watching Pep, watching Colo Touré, watching the team. Now it's time to execute his knowledge in his own way, on his terms, against his former teacher. So the student is now becoming the teacher. It's time for Pep to learn. But how does Arteta do this? Well, I mainly think that we're looking at Arsenal's squad this season, start of the season, all the pundits, everyone was saying Arsenal got the best squad. Now, I think that this is playing a major, major part in Arsenal's success and how Mikel Arteta is able to win again and again. When we look at, for example, the left-back situation, I saw some not concrete information about Calafiori may wanting to return to Rome because he's not getting in the starting lineup. But when you look at the left back position, last season it was Skelly because Calafiori was injured. This start of the season, Calafiori came back. Not to say Calafiori didn't play last season, he played a big part. Calafiori came back into the side. We got Nketiah in the January transfer window, and then Nketiah cemented his place as the first choice left back for Arsenal. So now we've got a situation where Nketiah is now first choice. Calafiori, we could say second choice, and Lewis Skelly third choice. However, when there is an FA Cup game or Carabao Cup, it's Lewis Skelly that's playing. So where does that leave Calafiori? But this is the key to squad rotation. People are fighting for their places, and ultimately we could say, does it make the players play better? Does it give the players more energy? They're more rested. They're able to watch from the sidelines and know what's really needed of them. We've seen Arteta come out and say, players need to know what I want from them and what is required. What the bare minimum requirements. And but talking about bare minimum requirements, when he spoke about Eze, he said he needs to track back. He needs to know what is expected of him playing at Arsenal. So when we look at the 10 position, we've got Eze, we've got Havertz, who's more so a false 9 by 10, and we've got Odegaard. So again, 3 players, same role, fighting for a place in the side. Is this the reason why Arteta's team keep on winning and winning, regardless of who we play against? When it comes to Champions League, we finished top of the group. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. We're top of the Premier League, and we're flying in the FA Cup. Is this how Arteta brings home the trophies this season? Squad rotation? Who knows? Fighting for their places. We've got Gyökeres fighting against Jesus to lead the line. We've got Martinelli versus Trossard. You've got Madueke versus Saka. Right back, Ben White versus Timber. Left back, we just spoke about. Midfield, we've got Declan Rice. We've got Norgard. We've got Zubamendi. There's players that in every position. Maybe the centre-backs, not so much. And the goalkeeper, Raya, he's pretty much cemented his place. But all over the pitch, there's room for improvement. There's room for players to be dropped. There's room for players to get substituted at 60 minutes if they're not performing because someone else is waiting on the sideline. Is this the new mentality that's been built and no one's really talking about? Everyone's talking about set pieces. Great. But I feel that the squad rotation has been key to Mikel Arteta's success this season with Arsenal, which means he's able to actually choose an 11 that he wants. Previous seasons, he's had injuries with Saka, with Havertz, with Odegaard. He hasn't been able to put out his first team for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now he's able to put out his first team and have a strong enough bench that he can rotate when needed. I believe that is the key to Mikel Arteta and how he wins game after game. See you guys again soon.